All right, today we're cracking open a concept that has absolutely fascinated people for years. It's been called the Great Secret, this idea that there's one single powerful principle that governs pretty much everything in life: success, health, happiness, you name it. So, what is it really? And how does it supposedly work? Let's get into it.
Now, the source for this explainer, the book The Secret, tells us right from the get-go that this isn't some new age fad. Nope. The claim is that this is ancient wisdom, a secret that's been passed down, sometimes hidden, sometimes lost, but always known by some of the most influential people throughout history.
So, here's our roadmap. We'll start with a little bit of that history. Then, we're going to get right into the heart of it, the law of attraction. After that, we'll look at the how-to part, called the creative process. Then we'll touch on a couple of key tools, gratitude and visualization. And finally, we'll see how it all circles back to you. Okay, so let's start with that big historical claim. I mean, who exactly are we talking about here? The book paints this picture of a hidden thread of knowledge, connecting all these major figures, from way back in ancient Greece all the way to modern science. I mean, look at this list. We're talking philosophers, legendary writers, scientists who literally changed the world, artists, presidents. The argument here isn't just that these people were brilliant and worked hard. It's that they supposedly understood and used this fundamental law of the universe to achieve what they did. And that brings us to the absolute core of the secret. It all comes down to this one single law, a law that's said to be running everything in our lives, whether we know it or not. So what is the law of attraction? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Like attracts like. The big idea here is that your thoughts aren't just quiet little things happening in your head. Oh no. They're described as powerful magnetic signals that have their own frequency. And like a magnet, they go out into the universe and attract people, situations, and results that are on that exact same frequency. And this quote right here is key. The book presents this law as a totally impartial force of nature, kind of like gravity. You know, gravity works whether you believe in it or not. And that's the claim here. This law is always on, constantly shaping your reality based on what you're thinking about most, for better or for worse. The book has a great metaphor for this. Think of yourself as a human broadcasting tower. Every thought you have is sending out a signal, a frequency. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your frequency. It makes sense, right? You can't be broadcasting on a rock station and expect to hear a classical music channel. Okay, so if the law of attraction is the what, you're probably asking, how do I actually do it? Well, the book lays out a really simple three-step method it calls the creative process. Let's break it down. It's really just three simple steps: ask, believe, and receive. This is basically the user's manual for consciously using the law of attraction to bring what you want into your life. All right, step one, ask. This is all about getting crystal clear on what you want. The book compares it to ordering from a catalog. You pick what you want, you place the order, and you trust it's coming. You don't call them back a minute later to order it again and again, because that just signals doubt. The key is to ask one time with total certainty. Now, step two, believe, is described as maybe the most important part of the whole thing. And this isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about generating the real, genuine feeling that you already have what you asked for. You're supposed to act like it, talk like it, and think like it's already a done deal. That unwavering faith, that's your superpower. And finally, step three is receive. This is all about your emotions. To get what you've asked for, you have to be on the right emotional frequency. And what does that mean? It means feeling the joy and gratitude right now, as if it's already here. According to the book, feeling good is literally what tunes you into the receiving channel. Now, to really put this whole process on steroids, the book points to two specific practices that are supposed to amplify your results like crazy. Let's talk about gratitude and visualization. So, gratitude. This is presented as way more than just being polite. It's a powerful tool to shift your energy. The idea is when you focus on what you're already thankful for, the universe just gives you more things to be thankful for. It's like flipping a switch in your brain from what I don't have to look at all this abundance. Okay, now for visualization. And to get this, let's just try a quick little experiment. Right now, I want you to clear your mind. And for the next few seconds, whatever you do, do not think about your kitchen. Don't picture the stove, the fridge, nothing. So what just happened? You totally pictured your kitchen, didn't you? Of course you did. And that simple little test proves a huge point from the book. Everybody visualizes all the time. The second I said the word, your mind created the image.
That is the power we're talking about. The book is full of stories about this, like one woman who was intensely visualizing meeting one of the contributors, Bob Proctor, and then was just blown away when the mailman accidentally delivered his mail to her house. Or a mother who vividly pictured her family in their dream home, and against all odds, her offer was accepted just hours later.
So we've talked about the law, the process, the tools, but when you boil it all down, the entire message of The Secret really comes down to one simple, incredibly powerful idea. And here it is. The big takeaway is that you already have the key. It's not something you have to go out and find. According to the book, the power to create the life you want, it's already inside you. It lives in your thoughts and your feelings. The whole point is that you are an energy magnet. You are constantly managing your own frequency with your inner world, and you are literally drawing everything, the good and the bad, directly to you. You're in the driver's seat.
And this is the final, really empowering idea the book leaves you with. It's that all the good stuff, prosperity, joy, love, it isn't something you have to desperately earn. It's your natural state. It's your birthright. You just have to learn how to claim it.
So let's do a quick recap. The core idea, the law of attraction, like attracts like. The method, a simple 3-step process. Ask, believe, receive. And the tools to make it all pop, daily gratitude and focused visualization. In the end, the message of the book is that the secret isn't some lost treasure map you have to go find. It's something you simply have to realize is already there. The power is within you. It's always been yours. So the only question left is, how are you going to use it?